Have you ever wondered why you feel anxious at a party? It's all about the fear of judgment. You're afraid that people will start criticizing you, breaking down your confidence. At that moment, you tense up, avoid eye contact, and feel out of place. Thoughts race through your mind. How do I look? What will they think of me? But you know what? This feeling can be overcome. When I first started thinking about creating content for my YouTube channel, I was paralyzed by fear. I couldn't shake the thought. What will others think of me? What if they don't get my idea, laugh at what I say, how I look, or how I behave? For example, when I planned my first video on how to cook my favorite dishes, I saw other YouTubers doing it with more experience and charisma, and I began doubting my abilities. These worries held me back, and stepping out of my comfort zone seemed too difficult. But one day something changed. I watched a video by one of my idols, a popular blogger who had also started from scratch. He shared how his first video only got 50 views. He wasn't shy about talking about his failures, how he fought his fears, yet kept moving forward. This inspired me, and I realized that fear didn't have to be my stop. I decided to take a step forward despite the internal barriers. Even though I felt awkward, unsure of how people would react to my ideas, I started. And you know what happened next? The fear started to fade. With each new video, each new attempt, the awkwardness shrank more and more. I remembered seeing a video where a famous Oscar-winning actor spoke about how often he was rejected and misunderstood. He said criticism isn't the end, it's just part of the journey to success. And criticism, it's important to know how to handle it correctly. Not all criticism is negative. Sometimes it can really help you see areas for growth. But don't take everything to heart. Often people criticize not because you've done something wrong, but because they are insecure themselves. I remember a viewer left a comment under one of my videos saying they didn't like my style. Instead of getting upset, I took it into account and tried to make changes the next time. It made me better. Sometimes we forget that the most important thing is our personal journey. It doesn't matter what others say. It doesn't matter how they react. The main thing is your progress, and if you take a step forward every day, you're already on the right path. Focus less on what people think of you and more on who you're becoming. This process of self-development requires effort and patience, but it brings real results. I often noticed how people around me are afraid to start something new. They dream, plan, but when it's time to act, fear holds them back. I know that feeling, but the most amazing thing is that once you take the first step, it gets easier. It's important to realize that you don't need to be perfect to start. The idea that you must be flawless from the beginning is a myth that only slows your growth. I remember when I first recorded a video, I thought I looked terrible, but in fact, many viewers said I looked natural and approachable. What helped me cope with this? I started focusing on the process, not the result. Of course, the result is important, but if you focus only on the end goal, you miss all the small victories along the way. Each new video, each new step is a victory. Each time you overcome yourself, you become stronger and more confident. And confidence is what helps you move forward. Now I understand that the key to success is discipline and constant self-improvement. Fear of judgment, fear of mistakes, these are all temporary emotions that can be overcome. But if you work on yourself every day, strive to become better, no one and nothing can stop you on your way to success. I see this not only in myself, but also in the examples of many people who have reached great heights in their fields, including entrepreneurs, artists, and athletes. So if you want to achieve your goals, start with the simplest thing. Take action. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Don't be afraid of criticism. The most important thing is to be honest with yourself and move forward even when it's hard. And remember, you can't please everyone, but you can become the best version of yourself. And that's the only thing that truly matters. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to not miss new videos on self-development and